Hello Pisces, Johnny Alchemy here. Thank you again for joining me on my channel. This is going to be your mid-February tarot card reading. So let's pull out some cards and see what we got going on. Again, this is going to be a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Everything here is to give you some insight or awareness into your own personal situations to create the life that you want for yourself. Okay. So, okay, let's talk about things from the past. I think here, first of all, we got the Death card right here. So it really shows, for some of you, major arcana here, that there was some type of big ending of some kind, some type of big transformation process, you know. I think here we have two other cards. We got the Seven of Cups and the Nine of Swords as well. So with the Death card, you know, it's saying, you know, that something had to end. A new beginning had to start. You know, as you can see here, there's a new sun rising on the horizon there as well. So it really says that, you know, that there are transition periods. There are things where we have to let things go so new things can take their place, new experiences can happen, etc. There are two cards here, as I said, the Seven of Cups and also the Nine of Swords. So I think this really says that pretty much exactly what happens during this death process. Number one, the Nine of Swords, you know, it is something that is uncomfortable. You know, I won't lie to you. I mean, when we have to transition from letting something go, especially something that could have given us much joy or anything like that, or much stability, you know, it could really take its toll, you know, in terms of our mental or emotional health. You know, there's certain things that happen with that death process. I mean, it's literally death, you know. It's like, not someone dying, obviously, but that process spiritually is just as uncomfortable. And also we got the Seven of Cups, but it also opens you up, as I said, to new beginnings. Seven of Cups here says that there are a multitude of options for you that you can dream about, you know. And this can almost see here, like, you know, even though this man over here is standing, this is a dream state that he's having a vision of things that he can have. And also Nine of Swords, this person is literally sleeping in a nightmare. So you can kind of see it in two ways, both sides of the same coin. You can see this opportunity of this death process as something where you can just focus on the pain of losing things, of being stuck in the past, of being so focused on the things that you've lost, or you could think about things in the future. You know, technically it's not one or the other, it's both. So you can go in between both of those states, but this is part of it too, that there is multiple opportunities and multiple options for you to move forward, to find new fulfillment, if that makes sense. So we have those talking about the past in terms of things ending, and now there's things that you may be going through and also new opportunities for you as we move on into the present. So for some of you, if love could have been on there, you know, we have, in terms of the Seven of Cups, in terms of an option for you, we do have the Two of Cups. This could be love, in terms of romantic love. It could even just mean in terms of friendship, making friends, making new friends, finding even someone like a business partner or someone that can help you on your business or aid you in some type of way. Because that depth and emotional intimacy and fulfillment doesn't just have to be romantic. But for some of you, take it as it resonates on whatever level. So we got the Two of Cups there. There's something there where there's a connection being made in the present. There's something there where there is some equality and also some mirroring of each other. We also have the Empress card right here. This one comes right underneath the Death card. So this is telling me, for some of you, maybe you are learning how to take care of yourself right now during this process. If anything, I can kind of see here with that Two of Cups, I mean, even if it's not something romantic, I could almost see here someone coming in to give you some type of love or support. Because I can see with that, as I said, with that death process, it could be uncomfortable. It could take its toll on you. There's someone here trying to help you with this self-love and to take care of you just as much as you are learning to take care of yourself with your circumstances. And also, even more so, the King of Cups as well. So I think here you're on this process. It's a very deep process of getting in touch with your emotions, learning how to look at them very objectively without getting swayed by them. So here I think it's being in the center of your spread. This is a big focus here. I think for some of you is learning to understand your emotions, be empathetic toward them, but not to, as I said, be swayed by them in terms of your decision making or how you want to operate your life. And with that two of cups, there is telling me that there is someone here who wants to help and aid you with this. And it doesn't have to, as I said, it doesn't have to be someone romantic. It just could just be a very close and dear friend or family member that want to help you through a difficult time. So I see here definitely you're working on yourself, and you're also supported during this time, during your present moment. Now here, in terms of the future and things to think about. So here I see a few different things. Four of Swords, a lot of relaxation, a lot of rest, and also a lot of contemplation and self-reflection during this time. This could be even a meditation of some kind as well. But here I almost feel like it's kind of like that dreaming state with the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Cups, as I said before. But this time it's more peaceful sleep, where you're able to lessen the thoughts in your mind and to find peace with them in a certain way. We also have the Eight of Pentacles here. So I think here it's like you're really learning how to work on yourself. There's a lot of self-mastery shown in this card as well. In the reverse, it's saying, that you are really trying to honestly get self-mastery from this process. As I said, it's a transformation process with the Death card. So I think here that's reflective through that process of self-mastery. You're being transformed into someone new. And I think by you working on yourself, giving yourself the self-love and self-care, and also getting in touch with your emotions, because this comes right underneath that King of Cups. By getting in touch with your emotions, that's showing self-mastery, especially on that level. And that's maybe for some of you, maybe that's what you need, is to get in touch with your emotions even on a more intimate or deep level. We also got the Magician card reversed. So Magician, it's saying that you're willing to, ultimately, that you're going to create a new situation for yourself. It is in the works, though. I think here, as I said, with the King of Cups and also with the Empress, there's still a lot more personal development and growth that is happening at this current moment. And ultimately, you're going to create the new situation once you're able to gain mastery over your emotions or your emotional self. Also gain mastery over your self-love and self-care once you've healed from any type of big transitions that you've gone through as well. So I think here in terms of the Magician, there's going to be some type of idea or vision of what it is you want to create in the future while you're going through this healing process and personal discovery. So by going through that, you're going to become clear in terms of what it is you want to manifest or create down the line in the future. So in the general part of this reading, definitely, I see a lot of transition, a lot of transformation, a lot of healing. Also, as I said, a lot of support and love as you're going through this self-mastery and healing process. And ultimately, you're going to create a new situation for yourself with that Magician card. So these next three cards are going to be things that you are dealing with or have dealt with and now are releasing from your journey to create new experiences. Yeah, okay. Lots of cups here. So we got the Eight of Cups. We got the Five of Cups. Got the Three of Swords. So yeah, lots of emotions right here. Even with those swords, there's a heart right there, So as I said, you had the King of Cups right in the center of your reading. So this could be something with some of you saying, getting in touch with some of the deeper, more challenging emotions and trying to make peace and understand them on a personal level. So Eight of Cups here, you are releasing and letting go of anything that is not fulfilling to you, situations or people. Eight of Cups generally says that. That is the meaning of the whole card, is to say that you're leaving things that were once maybe emotionally fulfilling, or things that were very close to being the full picture of fulfilling but weren't. Maybe you stuck around and maybe they were for a little bit. And then you realize, long term, this is not for me. So I think for some of you, with all those cups, all eight of those cups, you've already experienced a lot and understand exactly, what makes you happy, what doesn't make you happy, what gives you that sense of fulfillment, what doesn't. And then by going through that itself is a learning process. But you left something, a situation or a person where you realized, I've learned what I need to learn. Now it's time for me to move forward. So now you've let that go, but you've also gained a lot of wisdom and understanding about yourself. Again, that King of Cups energy in the reversed. We also got the Five of Cups here. So you're releasing a lot of old pain, old disappointments or sorrow. You're learning that, that all that just keeps your focus and energy stuck in the past. And ultimately, it doesn't serve you in your present moment, and it definitely does not serve you in your future. So here, I think for some of you, expect healing. A lot of old pain and disappointment are being let go so that you can understand that you have opportunities here. You still have two cups that are fulfilling with you right behind you. You're going to be able to see your life in the full picture, the full spectrum. You're going to be able to turn around and see that you still have things that you can be grateful for that give you much joy and fulfillment. And ultimately, you can cross that bridge over those troubled waters. So there, expect healing. All those things that keep you stuck in the past, especially things that are related to pain, are slowly working their way out from your life. Speaking of that, we also got the Three of Swords. So, emotional pain, literally, even though this is a sword and not a cup, it still talks about emotions and emotional pain, So I think here, even more so, more confirmation. Expect a lot of that to be going out the window. Expect more healing to come in. You're going to start to face those things, release yourself and purge yourself from a lot of pain and negative emotions. And now you're going to be able to experience more healing from it as well. As I said, that King of Cups was in the center of your reading. So there's a lot of emotions here that need to be examined or need to be dug up and unpacked a little bit, and ultimately to be healed and to be let go so you can start to feel free and to experience more emotions down the line. Love to see this. Okay, so first of all, these next three cards are going to be cards that are blessings from the universe that may not have shown themselves yet, that are on their way to you. So first of all, you got the Ace of Cups. Even more cups right there. Oop, and this is the one there. Hello. Oh, yes. Love to see that. Okay. So first of all, Ace of Cups. As I said, as you go through this emotional purge and all this other stuff, you will be given a new journey of emotion, this new cup of fulfillment that will be overflowing with universal love, self-love, I think, for some of you. So here, the Ace of Cups, expect this blessing, emotional rejuvenation, rebirth, regeneration, overflowing of universal love. So, as I said, King of Cups is right there in the center. There's a lot of emotions dealt into all of this. You also got the Seven of Wands right here. Anything that gets in your way of your own personal development or personal growth, or anything that you're working towards. Seven of Wands here is saying, that you face conflict or whatever it may be. In terms of a blessing, it's saying those conflicts and challenges you'll learn how to resolve them. You will find solutions, and you will be able to get past any type of obstacle that you are working toward your goals with. So here, expect a lot of support. This comes right next to that Two of Cups. As I said, there is support here for you. Expect people to support you as you're moving forward, as you're healing. Finally, Wheel of Fortune. Love to see this for you. It's just saying a twist of fate. It's saying that your fortunes are changing for the better, especially in the good stuff right here in all this in terms of a blessing. So really, the Wheel of Fortune is saying, that your fate is changing. As I said, with that death process, is a transition period. You're transforming to someone new. So the Wheel of Fortune is saying that you are slowly making your way up to the top of the wheel once more. And your fortunes are changing from the bottom of the wheel into being risen to someone new. You can kind of see that even here, you see this this Anubis figure right there. It's almost saying, Anubis is with the Egyptian mythology, the underworld and everything, with the death process. As I said, with the death card, from the bottom, you work your way up and you're being renewed into something new. So there's a lot of things saying there that there is going to be a change of fortune for you. These last three cards are going to be cards that give themes, yep, to the to this reading. Yeah, okay. And they're just general themes. Interesting. Yep. Okay. Okay. So first of all, we have two cards here called Acceptance and Union. Union, especially when I see people, especially going through like a death process, transformation process, a lot of it could be shadow work as well. I mean, as I said, we have all of those cups here talking about releasing and purging a lot of emotional things where they could be difficult, hard feelings, negative feelings, pain, etc. And you get to the Ace of Cups, as I said, as a blessing. So going through that process, when I think of union, especially if it comes down to shadow work, it's talking about bringing your shadow into the light by bringing your shadow into a place of acceptance and love, and not something that is something to be feared or fought against or repressed, whatever it may be. So there is a union here where you are bringing your shadow into a place of love and light, where it is accepted, where it is loved and understood, and you know how to control those feelings. As I said with the King of Cups, you can be in your feelings, but you're not swayed by them. They don't affect your decision making. They don't affect your mood. They don't affect how you respond or react to certain things. You know what you feel, but you take a moment to pause and how to respond consciously in the moment. So here there's a union there where it is a union of shadow and light, of healing and pain, all of those things. We also have acceptance here. So I think here acceptance is the biggest thing. Acceptance was a big message in one of the other readings as well. But as I said before, I think in that reading, accepting the life for what it is, or situations for as they are, I find that there's more power in that than trying to think you can change it, think you can control someone else's reactions or how things turned out, especially if there are things in the past. And then you have to accept it. You have to accept how things were in the past, because there's no going back and changing it at all. You know, sometimes you learn how to give yourself acceptance, love, forgiveness by doing that, by accepting things for how they were. You know, so I think for some of you, if there is a lot of things you have to unpack emotionally, I think that is the biggest thing ever, because it's like, you know, you can think about why this happened. Why did it have to happen this way? You know, how could I have done better? How could I have changed things? And it's good to go there and ask those questions if it's coming from an objective place, surely. But if it's coming from a truly emotional place where you're just where it's not helpful and it's just kind of making you downward spiral, and I'm talking from my own experiences as well, it's better to just let it go and just to accept things for as they are, accept and feel the emotions, and then when you're ready to let them go, you know, and to not question it, you know. And you get more power in accepting and letting things go than trying to hold things tightly and to control things that way, you know. So that was really one of the other readings had that same message. So I have a feeling for some of you, if there is a lot of emotional things you have to unpack, the acceptance is the key to your liberation, I feel like. Finally, variance. Variance meaning, I always see this as, especially with your emotions, especially with that King of Cups reversed and all these other cups being shown here, there are a variety of emotions within all of us. We can be very complex emotional creatures. So I think for some of you, as you go through this emotional journey of understanding and controlling and having power over your emotions, you're going to learn exactly how multifaceted you are. You're going to learn a lot of variance on on every emotion. You know, every emotion that you experience, there is a polarity in that emotion. You know, even in joy, there could be too much joy, there could be not enough joy. In terms of understanding, there could be too much understanding and not enough. You know, so every emotion, there is that same duality principle within every single emotion. You're going to see the variance of everything. I think for some of you, if you go do this deep dive of becoming this King of Cups energy, you'll get to this point of the Ace of Cups where everything is overflowing. It's going to come from a place of true understanding of who you are, accepting who you are, knowing your own limitations, and then ultimately having mastery over your own emotional self. So this is kind of what I see for some of you Pisces out there. Lots of emotional healing for some of you, and moving on from a big transition into a change of fate for some of you. If this reading did resonate, don't forget to hit that like button, leave me a comment if you wish, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. I want to say thank you for watching this video, and a big thank you to all of you returning viewers. I very much appreciate you so much. Other than that, I will see you next video. Wishing you well. I will see you then. Goodbye.